Hello and welcome to the Design+Style 2 podcast. We are a podcast for decorating enthusiasts and savvy DIYers. And I am Dixie with Dixie Willard Design, and my beautiful co-host is
Rachel with Rachel Moriarty Interiors.
So, welcome to the inaugural episode.
Yes. Just to give, we're going to use this episode to introduce ourselves a little bit. We actually co-host a different podcast called Design+Style. It is an interior design podcast for designers by designers, right? Which we have been doing for the past 9 months, right? And we basically are calling this one our baby because we started that one 9 months ago. And so here we are, and we have a new baby. So I just wanted to tell you, we're going to introduce ourselves a little bit and tell you what you can expect to hear from this podcast. So again, my name is Rachel Moriarty, Rachel Moriarty Interiors. I am based in San Diego, California. And the whole premise of Design+Style is Dixie and I are both solo design firms, but we have very different businesses.
Oh, yeah.
And very different paths to our interior design firms. So I came out of the fashion industry. I started back in the 90s in fashion, and I have been a photo stylist. I've had a line of children's clothing, and I had a line of children's nursery home decor. I used to have a boutique we have a beachside community called La Jolla. And my thing is I love to go into people's homes and work with what they already own. That's sort of my niche. I work with a lot of empty nesters and baby boomers. And so when you work with that sort of clientele, they already have quality furnishings that they own. So that for me is my jumping off point. On the other hand, I do like to go in and, even shop for vintage and think about vintage in a different way. I'll use dressers as media pieces. And, I just like to think a little bit out of the box. And I always like to, even repaint, change hardware. I've got that DIYer soul to me, right? And Dixie does too. We both love to sew. And
I can sew.
I don't love to sew, but you know what? My sewing machine is always out.
Is it really?
It is. It's always out. I'm looking at it right now off camera. So that's me. Why don't you introduce yourself, Dixie?
Absolutely. Well, I am Dixie with Dixie Willard Design, and I am one of the nerdiest interior designers you will ever meet. I know way too much math and science, but that's not what we're talking about here. So for my business, I tend to focus on construction and design of the actual house, but I am an Air Force brat and an Air Force wife. I always say I've been Air Force all my life. So I know about moving around. I know about using the things that you have in all kinds of new and interesting ways every time you move, about finding fun stuff wherever you go and incorporating it. And I just love to DIY. I'm also cheap.
So am I.
I would much rather pay to get nicer fabric and then sew curtains or pillows or whatever myself.
I'm the same. I love to find, that's why I like to find vintage, and then I will paint it, and then I will pop on the hardware. I'll put expensive I'm really into high-low. So I have a feeling we're going to be talking a lot about high-low mixing here.
When to splurge, when to save.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. It's going to be we're so excited because this is so us. We love to talk about design, decorating, DIY.
And did you know I've built furniture from scratch?
Have you?
Yeah, not like I went to IKEA. Well, I mean, I have, but not like going to IKEA and building it from scratch. I mean, going to the hardware store and building furniture from scratch.
What did you build?
I have built a coffee table. I have built an entertainment center. I have built,
Like built-ins? Have you done like built-in niches?
I
And
haven't done any built-ins, but I also did build a chest of drawers
ooh.
from scratch.
Well, this house that I live in is actually, it's my parent. We bought it as an investment with my in-laws. And when we bought it, which will be fun to show on the blog, um, you should have seen it. I mean, my family, my on my side was like, congratulations, I guess. Like, you know what I mean? It
Yep.
was so
Yep.
disgusting. I mean, it was like we were like tiptoeing over the carpet, and the walls in the kitchen had so much grease on it. Like my sister-in-law, who was our realtor, her
Oh,
hair actually stuck to it.
oh
It
no.
was like it
Oh.
was grease and dust. You know,
Yeah,
the combination of
that's so
that.
gross. Yeah.
Like if you think of like a cooking hood or
Hmm.
something like that.
Hmm.
They were breeding dogs, chihuahuas, in our washroom. I mean, so we really had
Wow.
to take things to the studs in a lot of cases.
Hmm.
And my husband and I did it all after work with a 2-year-old. And
Hmm.
so because we love it, we love, that's why we have a lot of half done projects. So that's why
I
we
can
got it.
definitely relate.
A lot of them we got to the finish line, but they also, what happens is when you DIY is you get it to the finish line, but also you have evolved.
Yeah, by
Your
the time
life
you get
has
it
evolved.
done, you
Yes,
want
when you're
something different.
DIYing in the margins of your busy
Mhm.
life, it's, sometimes you can cut corners, or sometimes you just, it just took time, and now it's like, all right, or maybe I'm just crazy and I just like to live in chaos. That could be it too.
That's always a possibility. I mean, I've known you for a while now. But that means I'm just crazy too. So,
And I just get bored. And I have a feeling that our people that are listening out there, those savvy DIYers, they probably get bored too. It's like,
and let's just face it, if you're a decorating enthusiast, yeah, you want to have fun new stuff.
yes, yes, you're constantly on the hunt. I'm somebody who's
Mhm.
always on the hunt. I'm always thrifting and flea markets and estate sales. And my house is in like a constant rotation. So this is going to be fun. We're going to talk about all of these things, and you're going to get it straight from designers
Mhm.
like Dixie and I. And we can also take questions too. Dixie comes from the construction side, and
Yep.
I am on the styling side. So we have a lot of information that we are able to cover, and we'd love to hear from you.
Absolutely. And I will say too that we're also going to have a blog because sometimes some people are
Me,
going to be listening to us on iTunes or SoundCloud, and you're going to need to see pictures.
yeah,
And
for
I don't know
sure.
about you, but I'm super excited.
I'm crazy excited. Crazy excited. So
Right.
that's us. We look forward to getting to know you. And we will have places in the show notes where to hang out with us, right?
That's right. And if you want to go find those show notes, all you have to do is head over to designandstyle.club.
Club.
.com.club, because hello, we're basically doing our own clubhouses.
That's right. And we do have 2 tracks on that and on that website. So
Mhm.
there is a section for just interior designers, and then for the savvy DIYers and decorating.
Absolutely. Well, I think that pretty much wraps it up for today. We're so happy to be here, guys, and we're gonna have so much fun.
Bye, guys.
Bye.